Namaskar dosto, आपका मेरे YouTube channel में स्वागत है. Hello, my name is Ruslan, I'm from Russia and now I will watch video from India. The name of the video: As companies leave China, is India their top choice? Between the Lies with Palki Sharma. Very interesting. Okay, let's start our video. Between the lines.
Do you wear Levi's jeans? Do you have New Balance sneakers?
Oh, New Balance. I love New Balance.
Any Apple product for that matter. I know what you're thinking. What a bizarre set of questions to ask on a Sunday evening. But hear me out. All these products have two things in common. One, they're all
American brands.
And two, they're all made in China.
All made in China.
American brands, but made in China. And this story is not limited to American brands. It's the story of most brands today. China is the world's factory. It's a title they've had for 4
I know
decades now,
that.
but it's a title they're losing thanks to the Wuhan virus. Slowly but surely, Beijing is losing its place as the center of global supply chains. So why are companies moving out of China? Where are they going to? And why aren't they coming to India? More importantly, why should you care? Hello and welcome. I'm Palki Sharma, and on this show we'll try
Why they don't go to India?
And the unstated, the obvious and the hidden, to bring you the full story.
Manufacturing hub. Factory of the world, yes. We call China that name in Russia too.
China has long been the manufacturing hub of the world. Most of what we use in our daily lives today is made in China. In fact, China is responsible
In Russia,
for around
all made in
30%
China,
of
I
all
think.
the manufacturing in the world. Imagine that. One country responsible for 30% of global manufacturing. How did this
Wow.
happen? Well, it was a combination of a lot of factors. The term made in China was first coined in the 1940s. That's when China boycotted Japanese and other foreign products. They had to find a replacement, so they came up with Made in China. Beijing turned this boycott into an opportunity, a way to grow its own industries. But this growth remained sluggish for decades. Then China came up with a series of reforms. This was in the late 1970s. There was a series of land reforms that allowed more people to work in major cities.
Land reform. First reform is land.
The Communist Party started establishing special economic zones. They were market-friendly.
After that, special economic
But the real
zones.
boom happened in the late 90s and the early 2000s because of a number of reasons. Cheap labor, weak labor laws, low taxes, suitable infrastructure, cheap electricity, and a government that would never change. The Communist Party has ruled China for decades. So China became the king of manufacturing. But in 2018, something shifted. Donald Trump was the president of the United States of America.
Yes,
He
because
kicked off
of
a trade
Trump.
war with China. And we know businesses follow political moves. So companies began distancing themselves from China. It was very slow and gradual, but it was happening. Then came the Wuhan virus. It hit both sentiment and supply chains.
Yes, coronavirus
Zero COVID policy.
is big problem from China.
China wanted to eliminate the homemade virus. It only led to more chaos. Companies across the world realized they could not rely on just one country. Meanwhile, the US-China trade war intensified. There were too many complications for businesses operating in China, so they decided to shift shop, to move out of China. But where are they going? No single country. There's a bunch of them.
Yes, a lot of countries.
The winners of this shift
Vietnam?
is Vietnam, a communist nation just like China. Vietnam saw rapid economic reform in the 90s. This is a country once ravaged by war. The reforms turned it into a middle economy. And now
Vietnam get benefits.
Just like in China, and government policies support businesses. It's a win-win.
I don't know about that.
Many of them are already moving their production lines from China to Vietnam. This list includes Nike,
Adidas, Samsung. Wow.
In fact, Apple already makes smartphones in Vietnam. Now it wants to make MacBooks in the same country. Vietnam also has a 2030 master plan. It wants to integrate its infrastructure corridor, basically make it easier to manufacture on a mass scale. So Vietnam is
Wow.
clearly leading the race.
Vietnam
But
is
other
leader
Southeast Asian nations are also benefiting. Two of them are
of these
competing for global
countries.
investments, Thailand and Malaysia. Thailand is Southeast Asia's second largest economy, already a production hub for car parts. It is now aiming bigger. It wants more investments, and some multinationals have taken note of this. The likes of Sony and Sharp, they're setting shop there.
Sony, Sharp,
Malaysia too is eyeing such opportunities.
go
In
to
2020,
Thailand
32
and
projects
Malaysia.
relocated from China to Malaysia. In fact, its foreign direct investments hit a 5-year high in 2021. It was a record $48.1 billion. So we have Vietnam, Malaysia, and Thailand, three Southeast Asian nations, all vying for global investments. What about South Asia? Well, two countries stand out
Bangladesh,
here, India and
India.
Bangladesh has always had a robust garment manufacturing sector. That's because of costs. An average worker in China earns some $670 every month. In Bangladesh, that same worker would earn around $120. That's 5
Very
times
cheap.
less. So cost is a major factor.
5 times
Bangladesh
less.
is already
Wow.
the second largest garments exporter. The first is still China. But now Dhaka wants more. It is trying to attract investments in sectors like pharma and agriculture.
Medicine.
And then we have India, the world's most populous country. The economy is in a good place. There's a large labor pool, a long history of manufacturing, government support for policies. India ticks all the boxes. Then
Most
why is
populated
India not
nation,
the top
yes.
choice? It has long been trying to position itself as an alternative to China, and the conditions look perfect on paper. Some big projects are already making headlines. For instance, reports say Apple may shift more than 18% of its iPhone production to India by 2025. All in all, it looks very positive.
18%.
But this
It's
shift
good.
is easier said than done. Because industrial production does not occur in a vacuum. It is like a whole network. You need suppliers, distributors, manufacturers, government agencies, and finally customers.
Yes,
For a
it's
country
not
to become
easy.
a manufacturing hub, all of these should work like a well-oiled machine. India has the potential. But India also has a history of red tape and bureaucracy, and that's something that you cannot change overnight, perhaps even in a few years. It's hard to change. In 2019, India ranked 63rd on the ease of doing business. The rank has improved since. But companies can't just come to India and set shop. There are a lot of compliances, a lot of bureaucracy. So even with the best intent and the best policies in place, dethroning China will not be easy. And there's one more reason for this. Global companies have learned their lesson. They put all their eggs in the China basket. They depended on China for decades, and when the pandemic struck, they suffered. So while
Yes,
India
they
may be a
want to
strong alternative, companies will diversify.
diversify. Yes.
Supply chains. Look at what Apple is doing, making iPhones both in Vietnam and in India. The idea is quite simple: diversify supply chains and reduce dependence.
Supply chains. Diverse supply chains.
Companies are leaving. The Communist Party is trying to woo them and failing. The Made in China virus is spelling the end of the Made in China dream.
That's all. Wow, what an interesting topic. I think Western brands, they are smart and they think like that. I don't use one country like China. They don't want to use one country. India, they use a lot of countries: Vietnam, Thailand, Malaysia, Bangladesh, and India too. But they don't want to use one country because it's not safety to these companies. They less that lesson with China when China have a lot of manufacturing, but after coronavirus, she calls this virus made in China. After that, that big brands, they want to use another strategy in manufacturing, and they want to diverse supply chains. I think it's good idea for these brands. And these countries, India, Thailand, Malaysia, Vietnam, Bangladesh, now they have benefits because of that situation with big brands and China. Oh, in Russia we don't make some Eastern brands. I think it's bad for our economic, but it's reality. Russia choose bad way, I think. Okay, this is my reaction on this very interesting video. Thanks for watching this video with me, and see you later on my channel. Bye bye.